We are live at Pace Studio. We're here with Cleo and Harmony from Girlpool. How are you guys?
Divine. Divinity.
Awesome. Congrats are in order. I guess your album's out today.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been super hectic, but you're going to play a few songs for us today.
Yes.
And would you care to tell us about the first one?
Well, the first tune we're gonna do a little sing along together. It's called "It Gets More Blue." It's from the record Power Plant. It's, I believe, the 11th track
On the album.
And in numerology, 11 is a really good number, so I like
Buckle
that.
up.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that.
we're going shopping, right? That's what they say in the movie. That
Oh,
everyone
yeah.
likes.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
Right. Yeah, it's like that. All right.
I like shopping. Please go ahead.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
The city is clouds, you make them the sun. You wanted the poison and with the gun. You know it don't say much, the things that he did. You'll build him a tower, he'll burn you a bridge. The nihilist tells you that nothing is true. I said I fake global warming just to get close to you. I read the book. I drink the chains. I made you look, and I'm still here. I'm digging through the trash. I can hear the train as it moves past. It chases his stride as the story I stage, a projection I write in a book on a page. But I won't do what I ought to. That vacant stare I make to fool you. I'm watching from bodegas on the street, and I say barely just how highly I can think. The arsonist tells you that it gets more blue. The things you believe in a playback snooze. I read the book. I drank the chains. I made you look, and I'm still here. I'm always digging in trash. I can hear the train as it moves past. Hello, we're at Pace today. Thank you. that was a new bit we just added on
Yeah.
last minute.
That's the bonus track.
That's the bonus. Yeah.
Thanks for that. We loved it. I mean, I can speak for all of us, I think.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, so we talked, you and I, the collective you, we talked once about your earlier album, your first full length, Before the World Was Big. And we kind of talked about how it encapsulated like life growing up in LA, childhoods, etc., and how that was changing now. I mean, you guys have, I don't think you're in LA. I mean, I know you were moving to Philly at that point, but you're not. Are you still in Philly?
We're both home in LA.
Okay. I think I did read that somewhere. Well,
Fact.
maybe we can talk
Yes.
about that in a minute, unless it relates to this question. But what does power plant, like what kind of a transition is that for you guys? And has any transition you might have experienced, how might that play into power plant?
Well, I feel like it was a series of many transitions, which were almost an assembly line of transitions, perhaps.
I guess it was about a year and a half length of time between the first record and this one, right?
Recording.
And we moved a couple times. We toured a lot.
Made some friends.
Made some foes.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No foes.
Um,
What? That's friendly and foe, right? Foe is the opposite of friend.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, a lot, like, of stuff, really.
Yeah, I mean, so many things, really. I mean, it's hard to pinpoint exactly.
It's kind of like when you go downstairs, I've been using this analogy. When you go downstairs in the morning and your parents are like, you got so tall. And you're like, no, I didn't. I don't know. I can't tell. It's hard to tell, like, the change, I guess. But there was, like, a lot of in between those, that year and a half, I feel like we went through. We moved a lot. Moving is intense,
Yeah.
right?
It is intense.
But yeah, it's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is, I guess.
Yeah. What have you been saying about why you chose the title Power Plant?
Well, I feel like power plant has a lot of different meanings packed into it. It's dense. It's a dense word, and it can encapsulate, I don't know, the means of production emotionally, spiritually, economically in our day-to-day lives. I think there's a lot of different angles to approach what a power plant could represent, and I think it's interesting. I don't know, I always think about what I say when I mean emotional, assembly line type of thing. It's like I always think about the investment of an emotional stock, and I think the comparison between a stock market and an emotional stock market is interesting, and just kind of that idea of that sort of approach to things, I guess.
Like how like something pure can like feel like a can be like
Marketed.
marketed
Well, it's like
and like productized.
yeah. Well, consumerism can bleed into our emotional lives, honestly, and I think that's pretty interesting and crazy to recognize and come to terms with.
I think that advertisers tap into that.
Yeah.
They tap into our emotions for the first thing that
Yeah.
they address.
Speaking of advertisements, Millennial Pink have you heard about that?
Yeah. Well, so to get personal, like it turns out that my wedding dress was millennial pink.
Really?
Sort of.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats.
But I chose it like before the term was a thing, and
I
then
just learned about it.
Put it on and was like, oops. Now in 20 years, it's gonna look like I was trying to do something trendy when it definitely wasn't. But yeah, I've
You
heard.
you were
You
the
were
trend.
being
Yeah.
true.
You were the tapped in trend.
Yeah.
You were the trendsetter.
Yeah, but yeah. So
How was the wedding?
It was great.
When was the wedding?
Thanks for the
It was a
invitation.
week ago.
Oh my god.
Wow,
I
really?
know.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks.
Welcome to
I
Base.
didn't mean to make this about me, but it was just something I was thinking about when, like, I've been thinking about millennial pink for that reason.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So
Congrats.
thank you.
Can I throw another thought into the abyss right now?
Yeah, please.
Planned obsolescence intersecting with relationships in our day-to-day lives. I think that's an interesting concept. If there's any one who wants to be the next Baudrillard out there, please write the article. Let me read it. Thank you. That's all.
Nervous laugh.
Okay, thank you.
Well, why don't we take that as a cue to move into the next song?
Oh, that's a
I like
fantastic
that.
cue.
Awesome.
Here we
Well,
go.
will
What
do you
you
wanna
will you
play?
tell us about it before you play it?
Are we playing Power Plant?
Didn't you need a tune?
I can tune that now. Oh, you
Or
want me
one,
to do
two-
that last?
1, 2, 3.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do 1, 2, 3.
Cup.
1, 2, 3. The first song on Power Plant.
Whew, wow.
It's you okay?
I'm kind fine.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. We start every song. It's a doozy.
You ready, Harmony?
Yeah, I'm prepared now.
Okay. two, three, will you list it off to me? How you're sorry you feel weird in a jubilation dream. And you're sorry about the load, feeling sorry about the load. Looking pretty at the wall is my mistaken love installed. While the moth doesn't talk, but in the dress the holes you saw. Keep on walking back outside to see a sigh under nice light. One, two, three, will you list it off to me? How you're sorry you feel weird in a jubilation dream. And you're sorry about the load, feeling sorry about the load, feeling sorry about the load, feeling sorry about the load.
You should play at one of those places with a mechanical bull.
A place with a mechanical ball?
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
I'd like that. I've never gone
Me
on one.
either. I feel like we should do that.
If you feel compelled to, we won't stop you.
To pretend like there is one?
I guess I didn't catch that whole sentence. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it sounded fun.
It was fun.
It was
Cool.
fun.
Yeah. Well, I want to kind of jump back to something you were saying before. You were talking about how you moved a lot in the last year and a half. I'm sure that's been interspersed with a lot of touring. And so, where did you end up between Philly and LA again?
Philly for a year.
We were in Philly. We were.
Home for a minute.
Uno.
New York for a year. New York for 5 months.
4. And then moved to Philly.
Harm went back to Philly. I stayed in the Apple.
I went
Yeah.
back to LA.
Thus Apple.
Das Apple.
And then we both moved back home.
So, what do you think ultimately brought you back to LA? And are you still feeling like you're in that moving around place, or would you like to stick around on the West Coast?
I love my parents. And I
Me
miss
too.
them a lot.
I think, well, we were about to tour a lot too. I wanted to get back home to just like hang for a bit before we toured like crazy and just have like a few months of being in like home zone, you know? Yeah.
There's a lot of hills in LA to hike. I love
I missed
hiking.
home, yeah.
Love to hike.
I love California.
Love to jump
It feels good.
in a
Yeah.
water.
You know?
Some water.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So you've got one more for us?
We do.
We do.
Will you tell us about it?
Well, it's
You said what you were going to play.
in fact, it is the title track
All right.
of aforementioned record, Power Plant. Cleo is going to tune their guitar into a different tuning. I don't know what
Tell
the
me what
tuning
the
is.
tuning
I know, I was just gonna say I don't know what it is, but it's gonna sound DiGiorno, really, just so delectable. I just can't wait. Yeah,
I don't think I knew what DiGiorno meant until just now.
it's just it's a brand of pizza,
I mean,
frozen
that
pizza.
I knew. I just
But-
didn't know it actually had a meaning.
It doesn't.
Beyond pizza.
I just love using it as an adjective.
I've never
Okay.
had it.
It's a loaded adjective, you know.
I've never had DiGiorno.
You've never had it? I
don't
haven't
think I
either,
have
but
either.
sure,
No.
it's melted cheese on bread, so what could go wrong?
Their commercials make me think that it's better than everything, so I use it often. The word.
Is it better than delivery?
It's DiGiorno. Right? Where's the sponsor? Right? Sponsorship, DiGiorno sponsorship. That'd be kind of the funniest sponsorship to get sent like thousands of frozen pizzas.
I mean, you could eat for a year.
This is true.
Yeah, save on grocery bills.
Ready?
Yes. You tuned it.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Sounds good, right?
It's beautiful. All right. Whenever you're ready.
Hold on to the hand so you can stick to the plan. A game in the pool, making space out of rules. And when you get out all wet, you're gonna think about them. Working by the power plant. Jonathan's the ladder, watching all the billboards change into a mere image of his lifted body. She's like a shelf, the way she looks at the wall. A stock market dance while the poetry falls. Working by the power plant. Jonathan's the ladder, watching all the billboards change into a mere image of his lifted body.
Thanks for having us on here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Before we let you go, where can we catch you live in the future? The near future.
Well, in the New York future, we'll
In a
be
New York minute.
on June 9th, we'll be at Warsaw, which is, I've heard great things, playing with Lexi and Snail Mail. Ian, who's in the house.
In the house, Ian in
Ian
the house.
Sweet is in the house.
Gel Pen official.
Goodness, I can't believe I blew that.
Gel
On
Pen Vivo official.
Warsaw, Vivo, Ian Sweet, Jillian.
MySpace music.
is going to be out here with Lexi.
We're all here together.
That's going to be a fun show. And then then we have other tour dates listed on
Yeah.
Instagram
Yeah.
and the internet.
We go to LA. We
Yeah.
go to
Our first show is in a couple
San
weeks.
Francisco.
We're going around.
Yeah, you have it's like
Portland.
a string of West Coast dates coming up. Cool. Thanks again for being here. We really enjoyed having you, and thanks
Thank
for
you.
serenading
Sure.
us.
Stay
Thank you.
pasted.
Stay paced.
Stay paced.
We will.
Thank
Pace
you.
God.
See ya. Au revoir.
Ciao, Bella.
DiGiorno.
Delicious.